so. It's a positive seed. Manifestation is based on what you believe. Outcome depends on how the situation perceived. And ain't no limit to what the power of the mind can achieve. Keep it going, never stop it.
What's up, guys? Welcome to another Strive Tribe podcast. And today I just wanted to talk about something that I've talked to a few of our members recently about, as well as, I've talked to numerous amount of clients in the past, but it's about tracking your results and the importance of tracking your results. And in tying to that, the getting out of your own head, not letting fluctuations on your path to achieving your goal derail you from your actual path of achieving your goal. At our gym, we have the in-body scan, but if you don't have access to that, at least track your weight. Try to get a body fat test. You can get them on Amazon for fairly cheap. But the main reason you want to track your goal track your progress is to see over time that you're going in the right direction. Because you don't want to all of a sudden, be 3 months down the road and be like, man, I've been doing it and I've been doing everything. And, all of a sudden I'm not seeing any results. You know what? My body's different, or, it's not for me, blah, blah, blah. The thing you need to realize is that the plan is never a set in stone plan. Everyone's different. So realize that the plan has to be adjustable. But how do you know when to adjust that plan? If you're not tracking your results and tracking your progress, in periods of, let's say, 2 weeks to, 4 weeks on average is what I recommend. How do you know if you're going the right way? How do you know if you've hit a plateau? So tracking your results, whether it's through the in-body body scan or, through tracking your weight, if you have a weight loss goal, or you're doing a body fat test, if that's all you have access to. How do you know if you're going the right way if you're not seeing the numbers? Yes, you might look in the mirror and be like, I'm just going to track it visually. That works to a degree, but at the end of the day, the more precise you can be with it, the better results and the faster your results will come. So you don't want to play a guessing game. If you have a goal, it shouldn't be, okay, I guess I'm going to find out how to get there the whole time. It's like, yes, there is some guessing to it on adjustments and stuff like that, but you should have a game plan that's kind of detailed in the sense of you looking at your progress thus far and seeing what works, what doesn't work. If all of a sudden, you need to switch it up because your numbers are starting to plateau, which, means kind of like flat line, then, you have to adjust. But you can't know that if you don't know what the numbers are. Did you lose, 5 pounds last month, and this month you did everything the same and only lost 1 pound? Did you, gain a pound? Like, you don't really know, because not everything is always visual. Not every result is going to be visual. So seeing the numbers sometimes will give you a more precise and more detailed description of what's happening along your journey. So my recommendation with that is definitely start trying to track your progress. I promise you, one, if you have a coach or you have someone that is helping you out, they're going to want your progress tracked anyways, because they can't adjust your meal plans. They can't adjust your workout plans. They can't adjust things according to your goal if they don't know what's actually going on, physiologically with your body. And that's not just through pictures. Yes, some of it can be seen. Like if you have new lines, or all of a sudden you can start to see some definition, or, it's visually apparent that you've lost weight. But at the end of the day, I can't see from a picture how many pounds have you lost this month versus last month. I need to know the numbers. I need to know, am I cutting too many calories out? Am I adding too many calories in? So the numbers are the only way for me to actually see that. Now, going into depth a little bit about that, realize that no path to success in any area of life is going to be a straight line. It's just not, right? It looks like if you were to draw a line, or if you were to draw a mountain, like a going up to the peak of a mountain, how it's all jaggedy, that's how your line of success is going to be. Unfortunately, that's how it is. You're going to have awesome months. You're going to have an okay month. You might have a shitty month, but then all of a sudden you'll have an awesome month again. That's just the nature of the game. But knowing that, and knowing your peaks and valleys of your line to success and to reach your peak performance, I can only know how to adjust when I hit a valley if I know your numbers. Now, mentally, though, is what I kind of talked to some clients recently about, is you have to get out of your own head and you have to realize that that line isn't a straight line. And as much as it sucks, you have to know that that is just how it goes. But in knowing that, we can look back on the last month. Let's say, you lost 5 pounds, 2 months ago, and this last month you only lost, 1 pound, or you stayed the same, or you gained a pound. Now it opens up that dialogue for us to talk about, okay, well, what changed in the last 2 months? What were you doing January? And then what were you doing February that was different? Oh, well, I was starting to go out and, there was a bunch of birthdays, or, I didn't have time to meal prep, or I missed a couple weeks at the gym. Okay, so now we can start to see the X factors that play into that variation of your results. So maybe now this next month, if you're doing monthly weigh-ins or monthly check-ins, maybe now let's not do another month weigh-in. Let's do a 2-week check-in to make sure we're back on the rise and, seeing the results you want to see over the course of 2 weeks, and make sure we're going that way versus a month and then adjusting the plan. Because if it's just one of those things where your body got used to it and you're starting to plateau, or something else is going on, internally with you, we need to adjust the plan. We need to, set another game plan together of either having you commit to coming into more days to work out, or commit to staying longer during your workouts. Focus on when you are doing your workouts that you're not slacking off, talking, having a good time. It's like, okay, maybe, yes, do that, but in moderation, and actually push yourself. There's a number of different things that could be happening. Or if you weren't meal prepping, okay, let's see what happens after a week or 2 weeks of you actually meal prepping again. And let's see if that's just the reason why, right? So if you are saying that you're dedicated and you're doing everything to the plan, and you have a coach and you tell them that, please realize if you aren't really sticking to the plan, like to the T, and there are things you just don't want to get in trouble for, or, you're ashamed of admitting that, you caved on having a cheat day or an extra cheat day, or that you went out drinking alcohol and all those kind of things, you not telling your coach that, one, doesn't do anything that's good for you, right? Your plan, will get adjusted. But also, two, realize that you accepting the responsibility of making those mistakes is now going to let you grow stronger mentally, because you're willing to acknowledge that you messed up. Again, you guys can talk about, why you messed up or what the situation was. Try to have a workaround. But the biggest thing is taking responsibility for that, that fluctuation. Because otherwise the coach is going to adjust it with the new numbers or new progress results that he has at his hand, or she has at her hand. And if they think that you're doing everything to the T, they're going to adjust accordingly. And that might not be the right adjustments that your body actually needs. So just realize that tracking your progress is huge if you have a plan, which you should always have a plan. Otherwise, it's just going to take you longer to get to your results and your goals overall. But you have to be honest with yourself and admit if you had a mistake, but also know that it's okay. It's okay to have a mistake here and there. No one's perfect. Myself, I'm not perfect. Nick's not perfect. Our trainers aren't perfect. We mess up. It happens. But you accept the responsibility and you acknowledge it. You take the blame for it because it was your fault. And then, you move forward. Tomorrow is gone forever. Yesterday is yet to be. You can't change anything in the past. So don't worry and get frustrated and, super hard on yourself in the past. It's like, okay, shit, it happened. That's my bad. I'm not going to let that happen again, or I'm going to try to fix it next time, but you can only improve on it if you know that and realize since there's fluctuations, getting in your own head and, stopping doing what you're doing or, feeling sorry for yourself has nothing to do with it. If you made a mistake, you made a mistake. Don't feel sorry for yourself. Don't feel sorry for yourself for your results. It is what it is, and just move forward. Because getting in that mindset of that negative mindset does nothing healthy for you. Suck it up and get back in the game. But this one was, I know it's short and sweet, but I just wanted to kind of give a little mental pep talk and make sure that, you guys are realizing that it does, hitting your results and hitting your goals does come in time. It does come with, ups and downs. Everyone goes through it, myself included, Nick included. And just realize that if you're not tracking your results, I highly, highly recommend start tracking your results. Start tracking your progress. You can take a picture of yourself today, take another one in 2 weeks, and go get a body scan, an in-body scan, or go, weigh yourself and do a body fat composition test, or even a body fat test with a handheld or a skin caliper. But do something and keep it consistent. Do your measurements at the same time of every day. It's recommended to do it in the morning, as early as possible, obviously before a meal, so that, again, you don't have any X factors that can throw off the readings. But track your results. I can't stress it enough. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Go out there and kill it. Keep your head up, chin up. You got this.